Now on the other side of things, on the UK stream, currently M&M Gaming against Actina Pact has started. Pact no longer able to reach the playoffs. M&M still trying to fortify their spot, so that's going to be an important one as well.
Well, already Sloppy is saying Torek won't have a good day because he is a breacher, or breacher. Maybe that's the Italian favorite. And let's see. It is going to be Glass also being banned, understandable, on this map. And then on defense, Mira sometimes being taken out, but the Echo and Maestro also highly contested bans.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be the case. So let's see what EnD is going to be banning. I'm assuming it's going to be Mira, as they are not starting on the defense. Might not want to let that open. They are actually going to leave it open.
Oh.
So Legion ban is coming out.
You don't see Legion being banned out all that much, but sometimes it might be a good idea. Of course, it's one of the most picked operators in pretty much every map. And now the Mira will be taken away by XTreme Video.
Forcing them to use that one themselves could be quite smart.
Yeah, but the Echo is now also open. And we also have to say that Echo in church or whatever bomb site, highly annoying.
Yes, same from Maestro. However, with the new patch, not sure. I don't actually think it's true yet. He's gonna receive a giant nerf. Twitch is gonna be able to two-shot the Evil Eyes. If you shoots it once, the bulletproof cap goes open. So if you go back a little bit, you shoot it in the middle, it will actually destroy the Evil Eye. So Twitch is gonna be seeing an insane increase in pick rates.
Could Maestro then shoot back at the drone and one-shot the drone?
No, because it's gonna get disabled. Like right now, it's already being disabled because of that. That's still the case. It's still gonna stay disabled, but the cap is also gonna be opened up. So it's gonna be nothing you can do at that point unless you're close to take it out.
The North remembers to pick Frost in the first match of tonight.
Winter is here as Livin is putting down those frost traps to get those lazy White Walkers who are not paying attention.
We're so mentally preparing for this before the show started.
Oh yeah, we were.
Also the Monty being picked up. I saw EnD Gaming hovering over both Monty and Blitz, and I was like, I'm not gonna commentate on it because it will be taken away. But Monty stays alive, Frost is in, so my day has already been made. Because you're sitting next to me.
Ooh.
Oh. If you need help with your pickup lines for both men and women, hit us up.
And if you want your own ringtone, and I believe $Smiles does that as well.
Oh yes. If you also want great merchandise IDs, probably the end of this week or the start of next week, I'll share something on my Twitter because I am slightly narcissistic. And I've ordered the best thing ever.
Is it narcissistic if you know it of yourself?
Oh no. Maybe. Most likely.
So maybe a special kind of narcissism. Anyway, round has started. As XTreme is on the defense and on the offense. They are gonna be charging into battle soon. As Panics will be opening up from below, making sure that a bandit cannot do anything. But what he doesn't know, there's not a bandit, there's a Kaid on the board. And that means that they still have to be careful, because we saw a little Kaid trick coming in last time. I believe that was also XTreme Video Esport.
Here comes Sloppy with the arrow actually taking down Lion. And that is the echo of the board already, and it's a lot of utility already gone now for the side of XTreme Video Esports. Hispanics actually takes a little bit of damage through his own glory hole, but more fights are soon to come.
Back at Brian, the new one, takes down Renshiro. Beautiful headshot, also removes out the Kaid right there. And this is going to be leaving free ground up for EnD Gaming, who are looking to get their next 3 points to stay competitive for the upcoming matches. Right now, it's going to be a tough one. Elation is going to be moving in right here. Livin spots him, but there's no frost mat ready at that spot. You should be aware of the fact that some of these welcome mats are going to be deployed at the window, so they will be cautioned when they are going to be moving in.
Slowly but surely, EnD Gaming is opening up more and more walls as they're waiting for their moment to bounce. Of course, the Monty, a very big annoyance factor for the side of XTreme Video Esport, because they don't really know how to deal with it. I don't know if they have any C4s left and ready to be thrown out, but so far they're just shooting and it's not really working.
We are going to see it down right there. An actual kill coming out from Livin as well as Elation tries to push back the Maestro right there as it gets picked up by Tark. So that's going to be a 2-on-3 situation before he's coming in for the flank. Will be spotted out, so the angle is going to be watched right now. Elation moving in from the back right here, forcing Frost out. Livin gets killed. Sloppy finishes things off, and that is a very convincing round from EnD Gaming to start things off and puts them on that 1-round lead so far.
I'm really wondering how Lion actually died to the arrow of Sloppy, because that really gave so much room to work with for the side of EnD Gaming, and they could just pinch it out, slowly get that Monty in position, because I really believe that a Monty play relies on some big things. For instance, an entry kill, so they have all the room to work with, so they can't really back up the guy in garage, can't really flank around that shielded fella.
Yeah.
That really eventually ended into the 1-0 lead for EnD Gaming. Now though, we won't see a Monty coming in, but we do see the clash maybe for Lion.
Yeah, they're thinking they're going for a Monty, so let us take the clash. We're going to try and bring it to their own ground, but that will mean they are going to be losing out on the Echo and the Yokais with that. Now, of course, the clash is going to be a good crowd controller, has the ability to try and, well, stall out a plant possibly as long as possible. As it's just annoying if she's standing there zapping you, just hurting you over time. But Echo, of course, is more direct, is more stealthy, so to say. So it's a choice you want to make. Now, most of the teams are actually going to go for Echo, but XTreme chose to go for Clash as they thought a Monty would be on the side of EnD Gaming. But that was a mind game right there.
Well, maybe it's because they haven't seen a Capitao from the side of EnD Gaming. They are banking that a garage hold would be more easy with the Clash now.
Yes, that could be the case as well, because of course the early frag with the fire arrow came in, and that is not going to be the case right now, as there is no fire arrow on the side of EnD Gaming. Now they do have grenades though. Those grenades can also be used, for example, to take down Renshiro. In the meantime, Yogurt's already receiving just a little bit of HP worth of damage right there, together with the Thatcher. Just a little bit of a gunfire exchange right there. As you see, Lion is actually at the bottom, just contesting anybody right there who wants to put pressure onto the garage, making sure that Renshiro is going to stay safe up there.
Yeah, he's hoping that if players move out too much, they don't really dare to face away, because you don't really want the Clash to get too much intel. We also have to mention that Clash is decent at spawn peeking from what we've learned from our Benelux League, because Dark, a legendary shield player, has actually done some crazy stuff on it.
Clash is indeed useful in spawn picking if the other team is not paying attention at all, because the gun has an insane amount of recoil, and with that red dot, not really meant for the spawn peek, but it's definitely being used by people like Dark, who just want to show off how good they are. As Lion now spots out 1 or 2 players on the actual balcony, will be calling out that indeed it is going to be that take that they are fearing right now.
And so EnD Gaming knows they can't really contest the garage area as of yet, so they will move around to a different position. So far though, the round is slower than the previous. There's only 1 minute 20 is left on the clock, and still they are yet to frag.
Right there, Relation through the diffuser, through that hole right there. Panic's picked it up now, taking care of some cameras. They know no one is behind them, but look at Foy. Foy's in a roaming position, could potentially come up behind him, take down Panics, and with that, the diffuser. So I'm not sure if EnD Gaming is making a mistake right here by making him move in alone.
Elation is sitting with all his friends and himself. Renshiro has taken out his drone. Now they will have a little bit of a fight. Renshiro takes the worst of it, but actually Elation almost goes down himself. Yet it is the 5-on-4 EnD Gaming was looking for. And this time, one of the star players of XTreme Video Esports falls again.
And that means that the garage will be relatively open as Yogurts now gets the trade onto Elation. In the meantime, Baka won't be able to get the return frag, but the garage still will be quite vulnerable right there as Thatcher is getting into another gunfight right there. It's going to be the clash on the close angle. Panic's trying to throw in some utility right there, but it's going to be a grenade that gets eaten by the ADS. In the meantime, Torek opens up on Yogurt. It's a 10-second round left as Void picks up Sloppy. It's a 3-on-3, 3-on-2. As XTreme are looking to get the better hand out of this one. Lion gets one with the SBS MG9. And it's going to be all up to Panics in a 1-on-3 situation with 0 seconds left. He is going to get down, and that means XTreme are winning this defensive round.
And that after losing the initial kill once again. That is a positive feat. At least they were able to come back. But of course we also have to mention they delayed that round big time. Meaning EnD Gaming had a lot of trouble actually getting close to the side. Actually getting the opportunity to get more frags. And eventually XTreme Video Esports knew how to play it out with that shielded clash as well. They swap around big time again. This time Yogurts will go on the Ella. We see the castle coming out from Livin.
Of course, a very, very different bomb site is going to be coming up. We are going to Church Arsenal. And I would expect a Kaid or something to come out, as of course the main enemy are going to be those 3 hatches, and who better to choose to try and counter those off than a Kaid. Now that's not going to be the case for XTreme, as they are going to be running with their current setup, which is an Ella, a Valkyrie, a Castle. Not too sure about that one. Haven't seen it much yet onto Church, but they might be onto something. They might have a strategy that they want to be using here, as they're currently setting up their strategy. Setup. Where are they going to be deploying?
They didn't reinforce the wall. People always reinforce the wrong way, though. That's being highlighted right now.
Yeah, but that's because they're going for a top take. No, look, they're going to be holding it from above. They're going to use most of the reinforcements here. It's actually a pretty smart move because you will be able to control at least 1, maybe 2 of the hatches. And as you see, those castle barricades will be used to make sure they cannot come through. Reinforcements that are supposed to be going on that wall also not being deployed on that wall. So XTreme is going to be choosing a little bit of a strange hold, so to say, but might be actually quite successful, as it's going to be hard to attack. It's looking like a bar hold, and bar is almost never attacked anymore.
Yeah, and of course it's a big surprise to the side of EnD Gaming. Of course they can drone and know where the players of XTreme Video are, but how do you actually get in? Most of the Sophia utility can't really be used to push anymore if you know that there are some castle barricades. But as Sloppy takes the head of Lion once again, it is already Void being downed as well. A 5-on-3 effectively, meaning that the side of XTreme Video Esports is struggling after maybe peaking a little bit too much too early on.
Yeah, definitely Sloppy picks up a second one now. Wants to go for his start right there as he took down both Void and Lion. Grenade comes in, won't be cooked, as he is going to create himself a nice rotation. Albaca tries to take down, and actually takes down Ranchero as he wants to rotate in. And right now, Elation is already on the site, and Gaming has control. And XTreme is nowhere near to try and contest that. And as I said, there's going to be Yogurts to actually finish that off right there. It's a 2-on-4 situation, but Yogurts is such low on HP as he picks up 1 more actually. Could be still doable because they do have the diffuser down right now. It's going to be a tough one for EnD Gaming to try and take back, but of course 1 minute and 20 seconds left is plenty of time to work with. So if they do this smart, they're definitely going to be able to do this well. Especially because they have a drone left, they can't know exactly where they are going to be coming from.
And here come the drones. 1 minute left on the clock. More than enough time for EnD Gaming, especially as Yogurts tries to push. Gets taken down by Bucker Brian. As a return, a 1v3 is left standing for Livin. The diffuser has been picked up by Bucker Brian, low HP, and so he will go down. 1v2 remains. They know where he is. They know where they can pick up the diffuser, and so they will. 40 seconds left on the clock. More than enough to work with, theoretically, for EnD Gaming. But the diffuser can't really rotate just yet. The impact nade almost cost the life of EnD Gaming players. But Panics is not panicking and will take the 2-1 for EnD Gaming.
Interesting hold, but well read by EnD Gaming that the site was basically empty, so they could just run into it. As we just saw Sloppy finish a down player off right there. Unlucky. But yeah, good read that it was quite empty on the actual bomb site, allowing them to move in. Just not fast enough with the diffuser and the rest of the cavalry. made sure that Elation fell and still gave XTreme another fighting chance. But we are going for another round, and it's going to be Gym Bedroom this time.
Yeah, so many changes in operators for this side of Extreme Video Esports. It's something we don't see that often. And, well, we'll see if that actually helps him out so far. Not really. It's a 2-1 lead for the Italian side, or still majorly Italian side. And I don't really see too much greatness from Extreme Video Esports. The only round they won, they didn't even have the entry kill, but they had some good positioning. But it was a completely different bump side.
Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Oh, maybe there's no castle right now.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Now
I
we saw
remember
Tuscany do
last week where you told me castle is a must-have on this bomb side. If you don't have castle, you might as well just lose.
Yeah, and then they didn't pick it. They did lose the bomb side.
Oh.
But right now, I'm thinking, like, there is no Capital, so that's good. There is going to be a Jaeger to put down an ADS to defend from a big grenade, but
You have Sophia.
you have Sophia, but you also have a Thatcher, and Thatcher is going to be Thatchering off that wall anyway. But at some point, that ADS is going to get destroyed.
Yeah, and of course those alibi drones don't really do too much as well. Yes, we do have the best production. Handsome, coffee giving.
Oh yeah, look at this. Elation is going to be coming in, knows that there's going to be a bandit right here. He's going to grab his breaching charge right there, probably make a actual hole to try and deny him from, but he's going to get damaged just a little bit.
Yeah, not everything works out the way he wants to, but at least he just slows down a little bit. Like, you know, but the people at home don't. Intero actually offered me a cup of coffee when I was in Katowice. He probably has no clue that he did that to me.
Well, you might know now because you were wearing the Intero neck last week.
That is true. Maybe he's a big fan as well right now. It was a great moment. I could barely see him because the lights in studios are always so bright, and he's the big star to shine through them all. So I thought he was just another studio light with a cup of coffee in his hand.
Oh well. Did you know Intero before that?
I knew of him, never met him.
Okay.
He didn't follow me on Twitter. I didn't follow him on Twitter at that moment as well, I believe. As you do see, the first engagements coming out. It's actually Renshiro taking down Penix and Sloppy as well. Somehow, whenever he has the Maestro, it works out wondrous. And with 30 HP left on his counter, he takes the first two and... hot diggity damn.
Well, Bucket Brian was supposed to be picking him up right now, but it's going to be Renshiro that picks him up. Bucket Brian messed up completely every single shot. Couldn't see because of the Prismas, most likely. And that costs them this round quite literally, as Renshiro picked up 3 solo. To draw things back up again. As Elation now finishes him off. Brings it to a 2-4. That's still going to be a long way from home, especially with 35 seconds left. It's not a lot of time for them to work with to try and clear out 4 players who are, well, basically everywhere.
Elation is slowly going through as Torek takes down Yogurt, and that actually gives some possibilities to EnD Gaming. They are still in an unfavorable position, but Torek just knows what to do. Takes out another one, but then loses his teammate. Livin is too strong, and with 12 seconds left, they have to move in. But Livin reloads and shoots down another one. 2-2 is the score, and Extreme Video Esports, after taking their first initial frag of a round, win the round as well.
Renshiro, big round right there with the 3K. Basically enabling his team, and right here you see Bucket Brian was supposed to be able to take that one, but because of the Prisma, he had no clue where to look.
Somewhere in the distance you hear Sparks are saying, "Ha! Why did you replace me? I would have easily hit that shot."
Oh, maybe. Maybe that is going to be the case, but we are uncertain as of yet. As of right now, Ghost Skilla is looking at this match and are thinking, as long as this stays drawn up like it's right now, we are going to be secure for our spot.
Yeah, but then you still have M&M Gaming and Trust Gaming, both still a little bit scared, because they are in the danger zone. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they draw, that's also good for Trust and M&M, because it's just 1 point. Now, preferably, they have Supreme's Extreme winning this, because that would mean there's 2 teams going to be on 13 points instead of 1 on 14, 1 on 11. Because that 14 points team, that can still be a danger for Trust Gaming, especially tonight as they're facing Ghost Killer, who need to win to qualify if this ends up a draw. And they have to face Vitality as well. So it could be the case if EnD Gaming wins this one. Now, I'm not sure what the second match was. It's going to be against Pact. Pact, they cannot win anything anymore. So EnD should be safe on that match. There should be like little to no motivation left on Pact as they've already lost it all.
Yeah, they only have 3 points out of 10 matches so far.
Yeah. So EnD Gaming is looking good. If they win this one, they could be coming up to a total of 19 points. And if Trust Gaming loses against Ghost Killer and against Vitality, that means that EnD Gaming will be overtaking them. So EnD Gaming has a very good hand today. Trust Gaming has the very, very hard matches coming up.
Well, that is only in the future. EnD Gaming going for another offensive round to see if the players of Extreme Video Esports can again be entered upon. This time we see the Vigil for the first time. We also see a Pulse as they go back to church. Again, a different setup than they ran last time.
Yeah, they didn't win it last time. Now
they had a first floor control as well.
Yeah. So they decided, okay, we're going back to Church Arsenal, but we are going to be changing things up. IQ will be making short work out of the Black Eyes though, that Shiro has put into place, which means that a lot of utility and a lot of intelligence on the side of Extreme will be gone relatively soon. However, 1 minute 15 is already off the clock, and so far no pressure is being applied to the bottom floor as of yet. And as I say, that Panix is actually trying to weld open this hatch. No, that's not the right word, but definitely looks like some welding work right here.
He's plasming.
He's using literally everything.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, no, okay. I was about to say, you only need 2 charges to get that open. Now, he used almost everything as Livin gets the entry onto Sloppy. That's going to be a C4 kill, as the IQ failed to make sure that the post was going to get caught off guard.
But this is the classic.
That is the classic.
IQ over focusing on that C4 and the pulse and eventually walking into the trap. A little side knowledge as well. M&M Gaming versus Acting the Pact is also going on Clubhouse. And so far, M&M Gaming is winning 3-1 and having a pretty good shot at winning the 4th round for themselves as well. So far though, EnD Gaming is now throwing on the offense, as they have lost their first player. Still enough to work with, but losing the Buck probably before using his nades is not really the thing you want.
Yeah, definitely not. You want to use those grenades to their fullest potential. Nice, not be the case. Yeah, Richiro will be the next one to die. Livin follows as well by Buck O'Brien. As right now, the force of EnD Gaming is storming in. Yogurts gets down. Lion gets absolutely executed. As Torque now goes down, but it's all going to be up to Foy. Neil Frenchman, a new addition to this team to try and clutch this out. As he finds one, as one is still down. Diffuser is going to go down though, as it is going to be 45 seconds left on the clock. He's trying to get the flank right here. It's going to be Foy actually getting the down right there into Panix as well. It's all going to be up to Becker Bryan, the new member of the side of EnD Gaming. He has to clutch this out if they want to have a good start of this half. He knows exactly where he is right now as Foy has exposed himself. He's trying to move in right here. Only picking up the frag, but does Foy know that Torque is down? I don't think that's going to be the case, as Torque keeps holding his breath right here, and as Foy is moving in, he still has no clue where he is. He's not looking behind him, and he still has the idea. And now, Foy kills him. He will be getting that defuse in, and will be bringing his team towards the lead for the first time in this matchup.
This was such a great round by EnD Gaming as well. Getting so many frags when they eventually pushed in. The problem was they were so low, and Foy threw out every canister he had and was very happy to have that down as well. Eventually resulting into the round going to Extreme Video Esports after a great clutch. And as Hap just said, it is the first time they have the lead in this series.
Yeah, definitely. And now they want to build this up to a 4-2 lead, as we are going back to CCTV cash. Right now, 50% win rate.
Wait, CCTV clash?
Cash.
Ah.
Oh, I see what you did there, actually.
Yeah, you were writing down.
I was writing it down. That's rude, man, but they're still going to go for Clash. So you are going to get CCTV Clash coming in. And it's going to be a true clash of titans, as we are going to see Montagne against the Clash.
Well, let's see if one shield is better than the other, or it will just be a turtle matchup. So far, Emblem Gaming 4-1 against Pact. We are entering it into our live stuff just to show we're very cool and have calculations. Oh wait, you can actually sort that?
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh wait.
You messed it up, didn't you?
Largest to smallest. Why is it? What is it picking up on?
I have no clue what you did. Oh, I think maybe because there's stuff in the calculator. We messed up, didn't we?
I have no clue.
We'll check it in the break.
Yeah, we'll check it in the break. It's no worries.
Just sort it by color now. Oh. No, you ruined it.
I don't know why, but it doesn't matter yet, as right now somehow Supremacy has 13 points. Okay, everything just completely ruined right here.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that. Supremacy is only on 10. Oh, it's because it's already counting the 3 behind.
Yeah, but that's for Extreme. That's not for Supremacy.
Oh, then you messed up.
I messed that one. All right.
Oh, look at this! They're so in love right now, and oh, Panics! You cheeky bugger, coming in from behind, taking down line. And that's why you shouldn't taste people. He's rude.
Yeah, that's the Glory Hole coming to its fullest potential.
I can already imagine the grin on Elation's face when he knew that was going to happen.
He's still standing here, guys, and in the meantime, Panics is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing this. In the meantime, Evil Eye is gonna get spotted out right there, and that will prove maybe some issues later on, as it could be potentially stopping their defuse plant from going in. Elation, of course, is playing with the diffuser. Now, maybe wants to bait something out right here. He's actually going to get tagged. Not sure from where.
Wallbang maybe? Maybe the Evil Eye? I don't know. Or the Maestro Cam?
I have no clue where he get tagged from.
Well, Wallbang coming in right now. It's Joker's going down to back up Ryan. And Panics now will take down Livin as well, meaning the diffuser will go down. Of course, Monty is still alive, so that big shield might be very annoying for the side of Extreme Video Esports. And so more and more fall. Only Voy is left alive. He will get 1 kill. But that might just be all because, well, there is a big shielded guy in the way. But now he takes on Sloppy as well. And will he have a back-to-back clutch?
That will be insane, but there's going to be Elation that moves up right there. He puts down the shield. Elation gets in place. It's like the worst timing ever. Right there on the side of Voy, as he is going to be jumping through. We'll be trying to pick up one more, but that's not going to happen. Worst timing EU, I think we can say that.
Yeah, sad times right there for Voy. Still made a pretty good effort. I'm thinking he's having a lot of kills so far. And here, once again, we see the big bait. You should never go for a turtle battle. Like, the real influence you get out of that, the real pressure is second to none. Just sit on the stairs. Maybe that actually works and you can bait out the Monty to come after you. Yeah. And have a teammate come in instead of knowing they play Maverick pretty much every round and exposing your back.
Definitely. But unfortunately, they weren't aware.
And so we will go to another draw so far. 3-3, Extreme Video Esports losing the lead they just gained. But now we will actually swap sides. That means EnD Gaming has to go on the defense. He instantly taking the key as well instead of the Vigil. And so they will go to the same bomb site they just had to attack. You're trying to fix it, aren't you?
I'm in the meantime, I'm just fixing stuff.
Hoping everything will be alright at the end. Yet, it is not doing so.
You don't know yet.
No, I don't know yet, but...
Watch me.
Okay. I'm going to watch this. And commentate onto Ishab working his XL. Pushing wrong buttons, messing up the calculation. Oh no! What are you doing? Can't do stuff like that, man.
Okay, now I feel pressure.
Yeah, here we have a live overview of me judging Hab. You can see it by my naughty looks. And he is thinking. He's doubling up on certain stuff. Yet it is not working out just yet. Now trying to copy all, yet it does not work.
It's because there's no filter in here.
Oh.
You edited all neat kind of stuff in here, and now it
Yeah.
should be fixed.
Really? Whoa!
I'm a
High five,
SL
buddy.
wizard right here. Alright, back into the game. 30 seconds in, nothing has happened yet, so you basically missed absolutely nothing. As right now we are drawn up, it's 3-3. And Gaming looking to get those points to stay competitive. XTreme are looking for that one-in-a-lifetime shot that they could still have from getting back into Pro League. Now with 10 points currently, that seems unlikely. With 13 points, it's still going to seem unlikely, but maybe Trust Gaming is going to be losing out on their games. And if I'm right, Trust is still going to be playing EnD next week as well. And if that's the case, they might have it in their own hand to try and knock off Trust Gaming out of that top 4 spot.
More and more wall is being opened by the Maverick, and that means those bandit wires are maybe in danger.
Is he going to be creating a giant hole?
A very big blown up hole coming right up.
That could indeed be the case.
First wire now being destroyed. Is Voy looking for more targets? Yet he is not finding any. So he will slowly destroy a little bit more. Maybe he is indeed going for the big hole. Yet he's not really making too much effort to make it fast. 1 minute 15 left on the clock, so they might actually want to have a move on sooner rather than later. As Torok, the echo of EnD Gaming, has lost some of his life.
And nothing too huge as of yet, as right there we could actually...
Oh, the air jab!
Oh, air jab is going to be maybe ruining Torque's life, actually. Still managing... Why is he still outside? Livin gets the frag right there. As Torque wanted to go aggressive, pick up the frag right there onto the Hibana, but it's going to be costing him his life instead. As right now, XTreme have the upper hand, but with 40 seconds left and 2 members on such low HP, it might be unlikely.
Sloppy takes down Lion after already taking Rashira rather low. Now Voy has a walking out back of Brian going into his aim. No reason to do so. That means it's already onto a 4-on-2 after Voy takes down another. Malaysian now luckily has it down onto Livin, who was a little bit reckless going up there. That also shows that XTreme Video Esports doesn't have the communication to go as a unit, yet they still win the round and bring it into a 4-on-3 situation.
Yeah, once again, take the lead back as some sloppy mistakes, so to say, from EnD came in. And they managed to use that perfectly fine. 2 more rounds and they're going to be safe. And they might be ruining EnD streams because of that.
And actually, air jab coming into effect. It's a bit of utility we've seen thrown around the map a whole lot, yet it doesn't really get popped too many times. But Torok was low, was saying, I should go aggressive maybe.
Yeah, then gets air jabbed and then thinks, maybe because I didn't die yet, let's just walk outside even more,
I have like
right?
10 HP, I'm an Echo, I have no value for my team whatsoever because they don't have an IQ, right?
Yeah, I mean, all makes perfect sense for me.
Well, if you would just lay in like the bar area or somewhere, maybe even safer, just sit on his drones all day, I think with the time remaining for XTreme Video Esports, they would have won the round. Because when he ran out, there was less than a minute to work with. And I think EnD Gaming really threw it away with that run out of Torok. They're actually reinforcing it from the outside half.
Proud.
Hashtag getting there.
Definitely is. How well. In the meantime, let's just wait and see what we are actually going to be witnessing here. As I totally fixed everything now in the Excel sheet, so we are going to be up to date the entire day.
Yeah, suddenly our video was actually doing a little bit of a mess up when you were saying, everything's fixed right now.
I saw it.
Okay, there was just the jitters because your Excel sheet is so beautiful. Lion already moving in rather fast with the Capitao. Actually, Lion is the player that died most first time in every round so far. But he's now looking for an opening frag to actually get his first. He is, of course, the newest member of XTreme Video Esports, replacing Falco only 2 or 3 weeks back after coming in as a substitute as well. We don't really know why and when he was the official joiner.
Still not, actually.
Like, on Wikipedia, he's listed as 6th player.
Yeah, but it's not officially announced yet by XTreme, so that's going to be an interesting one. As Lion now spots him out right here, but totally messes up, doesn't get the shots down. And that could be coming in costly right there, as that would have been a pickup on Sloppy. XTreme could have had the upper hand right here, but that's not going to be the case. Now Foy is going to be showing us how you open up a hatch with a Maestro, with using as little fuel as possible.
Or a Maverick?
Maverick, yeah.
Yeah, Maestro has some other abilities which always work wonders. 2 charges and a bit being used. And so Sloppy will actually take down Lion now as a returner. He knew where he was. He was just saying, I'll come back for you later, but use your fire arrow. I don't really care. And again, EnD Gaming has the opener. Again, it has been Sloppy. And again, is Lion dying 4 times already. He has been the first death of the round. That has cost XTreme Video Esports a lot.
Now look at this, Panics right here, has 2 impact nades, has Electro Claws left as well, so...
He already destroyed one.
He already destroyed one of the X-Cars pellet set, so... Livin is going to have a hard time trying to open up that hatch, most likely will not be the case, as we see. Eminem has, in the meantime, beaten Xena Pact with 7-1, and that will be moving them to the current 2nd spot. In the meantime, Torek will be taking down Yogurts, and that is going to be yet another entry on the side of, defensive entry, so to say, on the side of EnD Gaming to try and bring this back to a 4-4. So right now, Renchiro moves in, takes down Baka Brian, now wants to hold off all the other angles as well, expecting someone to move in. It's not going to be the case as Torque then picks up Livin. 2-1-4 situation coming in, canister getting deployed, almost a headshot from Renchiro, but it's actually going to be Panics on that long range with the AUG to take down Renchiro. It's all up to Foy now for XTreme Video Esports to try and make this happen, and everybody's literally facing his direction. They know where he's coming from, and it's going to be Sloppy to finish things off. It's 4-4.
And that is EnD Gaming eventually being more dominant, just waiting for the player to come here. And they know he was stuck there. 4 guns aiming his position, yet this kill from Renchiro onto Baka Brian was a bit of a waste. Shouldn't have happened really for the side of EnD Gaming. Apart from that, it was a rather clean round with some great entries coming out as well.
Yeah, definitely true. As right now, we are going to see the Nomad coming out once again. I was told by some people that they would expect Nomad to be banned very often, but it's actually not the case.
No, well, maybe she's not that overpowered as they expected her to be. It's also not picked that often as well. We see her come into play a lot of times, yet it is not a permanent pick. And if that were the case, if those air jabs and claymore combos would have been unavoidable, of course that would have happened. Yet those claymores would be there anyway, so you know you can't rotate through that area.
But the thing is, I see a lot of Nomads actually just shoot the air jab in the middle of something.
Just as a...
like in the middle of the staircase, you can easily see it, right?
It's a sort of sensor because they have to shoot it.
No, it's kind of like, we don't want to play this OP game, so we're going to shoot it in the middle of the staircase so you can still see it and potentially counter it. Maybe, I don't know if it's like a gentleman's agreement.
Would you say that those claymores with the Nomad air jabs can be used more effectively?
Yes.
You know, there are some angles roamers usually come from, yet they always stick those claymores at roughly the same positions they usually are at. So maybe if you innovate some stuff with those air jabs, create new angles, which you usually would not do. For instance, set an air jab around the corner of a door and then have the claymore all the way across the room where he would eventually be blown into.
But you gotta know, you actually get blown through walls as well, so you can get really creative with this stuff.
Actually do big maps and look like a scientist on your Challenger League stream. I actually saw you noting down the score of EnD Gaming versus Pact. Actually a complete replica of the match they had before.
I saw that as well.
So that is unfortunate for Pact, yet it is in the trend of what we've seen so far. As Foy is opening up more and more holes already. Just being a happy man walking into the Sparks because RIP Sparkso 2019.
Oof. Big oof.
Big sadness as well.
Well, as we speak though, we're actually getting towards a replica of the previous time XTreme met EnD as well. That was on border. And for those of you who haven't watched that, it became 5-7 in the favor of EnD back then. And that might be those 3 points that they have as the advantage on XTreme.
Did that lifeline actually mess up?
Yes.
Sad. Not enough of the destructible wall being taken away. Or actually,
yeah,
it
but
looks like it worked out.
Thing down there, so I think you have to fall through.
Yeah, well, let's see. Sloppy again with the opening kill, now taking down Livin. Still stuck here on the Mazarenes, able to fight another day. As if it were James Bond. Looking at another player now, the fire arrow comes in. It is not correct though. As Void takes down Elation, now Void takes down Sloppy as well. And that angle opened up. Proving to be very valuable.
Yeah, it's going to be really valuable for XTreme, as right now they have 2 entries. They took down the smoke. It's 45 seconds they have left on the clock. So that's going to be double huge. But Tara comes in, gets 2 of his own. And that will mean it's just going to be up to Foy and Lion. Lion picking up 1, taking down Tora, getting that refrag in. It's going to be turning it into a 2-on-2, but the diffuser is still down. And Panix has eyes on. He knows where it is, he knows where the players are, and he knows that his current position is crucial, is round winning. As long as Buck O'Brien has the opportunity to stay alive right here, and that's exactly what he's doing. Moving back all the way to the staircase. Actual down coming down as well to Void with the Electro Claw. Unsure how that happened.
He just walked into it.
And Lion now tries to get the kills out. Doesn't have the diffuser. Isn't going to be the case. It's going to be EnD Gaming that will be winning CCTV cash right now.
I can't believe Foy actually just walking into that. I'm so disappointed.
It's not an actual trap though.
No, it was there for a long time.
Yeah, but like, how do you get down? You have to be really low HP if you.
He was on 1
like
HP because he was fighting with Buck O'Brien, and then he was like, "Well, I have to support my teammate. We don't have the diffuser, so we have to push right now." And then he just walked into
it's not the smartest thing.
Scary moment, and eventually it didn't work out for him. And there we go, 5-4 lead right now for EnD Gaming, looking to get at least that 1 point in.
Yeah, they want to at least start with the 1 point, then try and build towards those 3 points. So right now we are in round 10 of maximum of 12 rounds. We're at least going to see 11, possibly 11, is what we might say. So let's see where this brings us. Foy in the meantime, 12 kills. Tark on the other end on 11. Definitely 2 players pulling their weight right here. As slightly distracted.
What? Oh, I don't know what's
going on right here.
I just like to see my favorite ESL Benelux community manager.
Oh.
He's a fancy man, wears only the most horrendous ESL clothes he can find on the store, but he didn't buy the new socks. Have you seen that actually?
Green sock. I guess it's green.
Green and yellow.
Yeah.
When we looked on the website, there were those new socks. Like the usual stuff he wears or is allowed to wear by his girlfriend is actually pretty nice. But those socks, he was actually opening them like, oh, these are horrendous. I have to get them. And he sent them to his.
Socks are supposed to be horrendous. They're supposed to either look really ugly. Or really happy, right?
Yeah.
Like
happy ugly.
Normal socks are boring. Whilst I'm wearing normal socks right now, so don't.
Same. No, but we're professional.
Yeah, we have to stay professional.
Oh, nice gun here from the Jaeger. Having an ADS upgrade as well. This is the new
chunker turret.
Yeah, well, this is the new tool you can put on it. New accessory.
Oh, you just have an ADS on your gun.
Oh,
so
yeah.
If someone throws a grenade at you,
you're ready.
You will be ready indeed.
I don't know if this is safe for work.
It looks.
I'm sorry.
It looks like something that. Oh, whoa! Look at that.
Sloppy is. I know why he's entering like mad. Look at this guy.
He actually.
He's
the
multi.
worst thing is, I think this is an actual bug that if he's gonna get shot in the asshole right now, it's not gonna be doing damage to him.
What? Really?
Yeah, because the shield's actually physically there, attached to him.
Is he a real life turtle right now?
He's like multi.
Is it not a spider web but a turtle?
I have no
As
clue.
the logo. Well, Sloppy is dancing and prancing around. Actually a down coming in onto Panix as well on the lovely, beautiful pulse now not being held up as Renshiro takes him down from a long range. It's actually the first kill I've seen with his stun nade as Yogurts now takes annihilation as well. 5 on 2 remains as Yogurts gets another one. 2 headshots. And unfortunately, Sloppy, his butt protection hasn't worked out just yet.
Might still work out in the future as he is going to be maybe going into a 1-on-5 situation. Now that's not going to be the case as Torque picks up Yogurts. Beautiful frag coming in right there as Sloppy is still using his not safe for work gun right there with his... Yeah, I don't know how to call this kind of stuff right here. But Torque will be coming in to help. Spots out a drone, we'll be taking that out. And right now, XTreme is looking for a way in. And they will be finding that, as Sloppy is going to get taken down. Void now goes and plants the diffuser with 5 seconds left. But Torque is actually so close right there, misses out on the shot. Will be taken down by Renshiro. And that means it's going to be 5 on 5. And we are going to maximum rounds for this map.
And that is scary for both teams. Of course, they need these points here. We see Sloppy walking around. It was actually Yogurts with a double kill. Both headshots just opening up the map for themselves. They knew Sloppy was on the other side of the map, so they were able to move in a little bit sooner. And now, actually, it's going to be EnD Gaming fighting for their lives.
Yeah, they have the opportunity to still lose it all.
And that is something I'm not sure if they were expecting. Now, we have to say XTreme Video Esports actually won a round, and Gaming had the opening kill in as well. But that's the only abnormality we've had so far. How does it look with the real-life updated standings?
Right now we have Vitality on 1, 6 points ahead of Eminem. For number 2. Followed up by Ghost Skill on 1 point and Trust Gaming on 70. Now, bear with me, Vitality, Ghost Skill and Trust still have to play. So, those are going to be changing. EnD Gaming right now on 14, XTreme on 11. Supremacy will be on 10. And Pact still at the bottom with 3.
Well, let's see what the future will bring. Both teams have a 12 kill carrying player. Foy and Torque are those guys for you right now. Expected that Foy gets a lot of kills, of course, sometimes, but he's also playing smoke more often than not. So it doesn't really enable him to get the quick kill. So he has to cover for what his teammates don't do or are not able to do. So that should actually say something about the imbalance for XTreme Video Esports.
XTreme is doing really well, especially last round. Good execute coming down there from the gym bedroom.
Still 3 Prismas in the back of Baka Brian.
Interesting.
New tactic.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he wants to get spotted, then leaves a Prisma there, as he does now, and move to a new position.
That could be the case. Trying to mind game them right there as Livin now finds a barricaded door. Will be punching it in as he knows it's going to be clear due to the drone game of his teammates.
Well, they are playing church, right? So if you leave more distractions on the upper floor, you waste more time for your opponents. But then EnD Gaming doesn't have a smoke to actually use that waste of time to delay even more.
Yeah, not just that. They cancelled everything off. So those players are on the garage side, but have no way to get back into bars. So if XTreme wins this right, they have the control that they need from the start. And don't have to worry. Just have to put one guy into construction and there's no way that a flank might happen. That's not going to be the case yet. I believe Sloppy is right above the actual bar right now in the bedrooms. There's the opportunity to flank down, possibly take down 1 or 2 frags. As Elation already fell back, not wanting to hold on any longer. Renshiro is going to go for the offense together with Livin. And put down his X-Kairos charges already.
Oh!
Beautiful headshot right there from Void picking up Sloppy. That's going to be the roamer off the board. And that's good news for XTreme.
And that's also the main fragger for the entries for EnD Gaming being gone. Of course, Torque is still alive on the Echo, seemingly not to play, not that defensive, but preferring the roaming aggressive Echo. Not always working out too well, but now they still have a chance to make it back. Attack is coming in slowly from the side of XTreme Video Esports. 50 seconds left on the clock. Not a whole lot of delay for the side of EnD Gaming, except for maybe those castle barricades.
Of course, they still have 4 members alive though. Void is quite low on HP, so nothing really much to worry about as of yet. So right now, Panics is going to take a little bit of HP worth of damage. That could potentially spell trouble later. Yogurt picks up back at Brian, and right now, things are happening. Panics takes down Yogurt's 4-on-3 situation, but the bomb site has been entered. Meantime, Elation is also down, effective 2-on-4. And now the diffuser is going to get planted right there by Living Torque. Picks up one that's going to be fully off the board. 2-on-3 situation. Just for the wallbang, won't be hitting it. And that means 45 seconds are counting down right now. They're counting down towards the 6 rounds for XTreme. As Lion picks up Torque, Panics comes in with the trade right there, wants to find a second. Now that's not going to be happening. Renshiro finishes things off, and that means XTreme is the first team to reach 6 rounds, and are going to be safe for at least 1 point.
And 1 point is maybe something to console the side of EnD Gaming. They were doing a decent job at the start, but then eventually lost it. And this round as well, a little bit chaotic. Losing players left, right, and center, not really having a big idea on how to approach the side. And now the lead is for the Frenchies. 1 more round needed for 3 points and a overtaking of EnD Gaming in the standings.
Now don't forget, if XTreme actually wins this, all Ghostskilla has to do is win their game. If they win, they are secured for their playoff spot. So,
or Ghostskilla just win either of their game.
Ghostskilla win either of their game, and they are going to be secure. So if they're kind, they give it away to Trust as well, and Trust also qualifies if they win.
So you would say that Ghostskilla has 6 chances from this point onwards. 4.
Well, no, yes.
6.
Yeah, 6.
6 chances.
If EnD loses again, then XTreme loses again. It's more complicated than that, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If they get 3 more points, they're secure. Like, both XTreme and EnD could still potentially get back on them if it ends like this.
Oh, if it ends like this, well, we'll see.
But we don't know. And that will stay guessing. We will know more at the end of this day. And we're going to have a good view at the last couple of scenarios that are there.
If you like French teams, the next French matchup is just about to start on the UK stream. It's Supremacy taking on Vitality. But of course, Ghostskilla vs Gaming is much more entertaining, as those teams are pretty well matched against each other. So we'll have that straight after this one. Yeah, we first have to see if this will be a draw or if it will be XTreme Video Esports taking it all home. Lion is standing by next to the garage, hoping to drone somebody out, and Baka Brian is actually standing by. A place he could be Capitao arrowed, yet there is no real angle to get him. Sloppy is now also assisting in the Mezzanines.
Definitely not as of yet. It looks like just a 2-man hold in the garage. Sloppy playing at his usual spot right there. Now Lion can still, well, fire arrow that one off. He has to use 2 if he wants to do it correctly. That's not going to be the case. Rotates out as 3 people aren't spotted in the garage. Go for a different approach right here, and that will be Foy once again opening up, just waiting for assist to come in. Renshiro in the meantime from the lower stock, moving in, getting some help from Yogurt, who is on that window, but it's going to be Renshiro at the entry. Will be taking down Torque. That's going to be the Valkyrie gone. Livin finishes off Panics as well. And it's 2 very early frags on the side of XTreme, who are looking to make some good work right here. Looking to get those 3 points that they so desperately want and need if they want to get in for a potential playoff spot to go back to Pro League. Yogurt picks up Elation, and it looks like EnD is falling apart. It's a 5-on-2 situation with 1 minute 26 left. There's plenty of time for XTreme to literally restart any take, go back to spawn, have a cup of tea, and come back as well. Sloppy now goes aggressive, goes back inside, but it's probably spotted out already. Looks like XTreme will be having this in the bag.
Onto Baka Brian, looking for an opportunity. So many angles to look from, yet no player to be found. It's XTreme Video Esports slowing it down in this 5-on-2 situation. They know the smoke is gone. They know there's no much delay on the side of EnD Gaming, with only a Jaeger and a Keith to play with. Now it will be Sloppy pushing around, taking down Yogurt. Yet he will be fragged out by Renshiro. Only 1 more player left to find for the side of XTreme Video Esports, and they are 3 points richer. Baka Brian spotted out, now being flashed as well, and taken out by Renshiro. Triple kill for him in the end, and the Frenchies take it all.
With a 7-5 scoreline.
And that is just what we wanted to see. Eventually XTreme Video Esports taking 7-5. 3 points. Well deserved. They were playing better. Yet EnD Gaming didn't give up without a fight and still has a fighting chance for more points later on today. They will have to take on Pact, and that is one you could win.
Yeah, as we said, Pact is of course a team that, well, already lost hopes for the potential players because there's no way they are going to be reaching it anymore. Like,
No.
it was already done last week, so this week won't be any different. They're just going to be in here, have some better practice maybe before the new qualifiers come online, as I will expect them to actually try and come back.
Keep on believing, maybe there is a chance for them to get it. As we said before, Pact just lost 7-1 against EnD Gaming in their first match of tonight. Not really the outcome you were hoping for if you're a Pact fan yet. As we said, they still have a better chance. That will be the match after the next one we'll have. That is Ghostkilla versus Trust Gaming. But before we go there, we'll go to a short break. Get ourselves re-energized, revitalized, and then we'll see if our Benelux heroes can fight off the Finnish invasion. See you in a bit.